And what are the main things, this is a diet question now, so what are the main things you cut out of your diet to strip fat?
You know, it's interesting because I added fat to strip fat. My diet today would be considered a paleo approach. I basically moved beyond the Neolithic period into the Paleolithic period, and my diet consists of, depending on the time of year, on meats, poultry, fish, vegetables, and fruit. That's basically as far as I go. I've cut out everything else. So when I go to the market, it's either the vegetable area I move over to, it makes it so much easier, the poultry and the meat section, and the fruit section, and there it is. Very simple, very simplified.
Okay, cool. How long have you been doing that for?
I have been following this program consecutively now for about 2 years.
Wow. And then do you use any fat-burning supplements?
I use fat to burn fat. I've incorporated more saturated fats in my diet, and I find that, and I don't know if I'm saying this word correctly, I'm more satisfied. I don't have to eat as much. It's called satiety or something.
Yeah.
Where my food consumption has actually dropped because I'm not as hungry and I don't crave. I've gotten to the point that I don't crave sweets like I used to, because I really believe that there's no such thing as a sweet tooth, but there is such thing as a fat tooth. And I think that we've gotten to the point that we are neglecting, especially our saturated fats.
So what kind of saturated fats would you eat?
What I actually do is I will take it from grass-fed meats, but I've also incorporated a tablespoon. It's called tilly, which is actually beef lard. I will incorporate 2 tablespoons of that with my meats, and I'm completely satisfied throughout the day. And I'm actually incorporating a little bit more now, and I'm actually starting to cut out more for a show that's coming up. So I find myself getting leaner when I incorporate more of the saturated and mono, and maybe about 3% of the bulk.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
All right, so as far as building muscle, what are the best supplements that you've used for building muscle?
You know, in all honesty, the only supplementation that I take, because I really, really focus on my diet, is minerals and, of course, a multivitamin. I will incorporate the omegas, the omega-3, because I think even with grass-fed, it's depleted somewhat. But I have, in the years, it's interesting, I have moved away from supplementation. I understand the importance now of hydrogenated proteins and whey that will help when it comes to bodybuilding and what they call nutrient timing. But I'm really focused more on now diet in the sense of I'll have my eggs in correlation to my workout. I'll have my eggs, which are a good amount of BCAAs. I'll have them a good 3 hours before my training, and then during that time from my education, they should be ready to be used. The BCAAs should be ready to be used in your body 3 hours prior to your meal. So that's my approach at the moment. Supplementations are needed because you're taking your body to the excess, but I really find that minerals and always a multi, and some omega-3 are a big plus when it comes to supplementation.
Okay, good. So you're really diet.
Yeah,
diet.
I think a lot of us in general, and it has to do with the media, of course, we focus too much on supplementation and not enough on getting the actual nutrients from our foods.
Cool.